So, welcome into Headkrack After Hours is a guy I feel like we watched grow up right before our eyes, man. He's back. He got a brand new show on All Black called Millennials. What's going on, Kyle Massey?
Man, I'm chilling, man. I'm blessed, man. Thank you for having me on your show. I appreciate you covering Millennials, man. It means a lot.
Yo, thank you so much for coming alive and putting together content because, like in the last year, it seems like everybody's just plowing through everything so fast. So no matter how many shows you watch, there's never enough things to watch. And this one looks like a breath of fresh air.
Yeah, man, I appreciate that. Yeah, honestly, bro, it's just just watching all the shows on like Netflix and all these streaming sites. It's a lot of great shows out there, but the only problem I have is that none of them really stick with me. So I feel like that's the difference with Millennials is like, this is kind of going to be something when you watch it, you're going to be like, do you remember that moment in the episode? I feel like it's going to stick. So I'm excited to see how it turns out, man. I'm hyped.
And it seems like the chemistry, vibe-wise, it reminds me of a lot of my favorite shows from back in the day. You know what I'm saying? The in-your-face attitude of Martin, you know what I'm saying? Like the character definitions that Seinfeld had, because I could tell by the trailer, you're the business-minded one.
Oh, yeah, I'm about that money, you know what I'm saying?
As a lot of people are, then you also got, the jock, then you got, it seems like there's somebody that everybody can gravitate towards.
We touch base on everything. So we got the nerd. I'm focused on the money. I'm like the businessman. And then we got the jock. And then we got the next door neighbors that's got their whole life, the whole nother life living across the hall. But, they kind of bleed over into our daily routine over what we got going on. So I think it's dope, man. And it's Millennials, it's young people. And it's like a take on everything, the madness that goes on with being young and in Hollywood and just trying to figure it all out. So it's going to be crazy.
It really feels like the finger is on the pulse. So now when you went out for it, right, did they be like, yo, Kyle, we got something for you. This is the part we want you to play? Or you ran through a couple things and that's just kind of like what overall work do you think best for you?
Well, no. I had a discussion with the producers and the writers. And real quick, our executive producer is Bentley Kyle Evans. So that feel of Martin and Fresh Prince actually comes from him. He produced Martin, Fresh Prince. He also created the Jamie Foxx show, as well as directed all three of them. So he's also directing and producing this show as well. So that's where that kind of energy comes from, like that real Black sitcom that we have all grown up loving and watching. But wait, I forgot your question because I'm all a million miles.
I was asking the part you went after, was that the one, the part that you ended up playing, was that the part that you was going for?
Yeah. I talked to the producers who actually are really long-time friends of mine. I've known them since I was 9 years old. The writers and producers of the show. And, they came to me and it's like, Kyle, we think you'd be perfect for this role. I read it over. And, being a true professional, I didn't have to audition for the show, but, I still submitted a tape. I wanted to go through the process to make sure that I still had what it takes, because, even the greats still practice in the gym. LeBron still does layup lines. So, I still did it. And then, everything went well. And long story short, we're premiering tomorrow.
Gotta love it, man. And it's so dope to be able to look at you and look at your career and see how you've transitioned from a boy to a man in Hollywood. How was it making those adjustments? Because, a lot of people don't have a greater story as you have.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a journey. And it's definitely not easy to stay on the straight and narrow, especially in Hollywood. But I feel like I've done it because, I've had my family involved in every aspect of my life. My mom's been my manager since before I was a teenager. My brother's on Nickelodeon. My dad was always on set with him. So they've been very involved. And that helped us keep our heads on straight. I'm also from Atlanta. So, we used to go back and forth. So that way we weren't completely brainwashed by Hollywood.
Gotcha.
But I feel like it's all about balance. If you want to do this, you got to have a really good balance and you got to really know what you want and focus on it and just keep going for it, man. Don't let anyone stop you. I've been told no a million times. I was supposed to be on movies, TV shows. I've been promised other TV shows and they never happened. I've gotten a million no's, but the yes that I got was That's So Rayven and Corey in the House, and that changed my life. So the no's are just a stepping stone to the yes. You know what I mean?
Indeed. And when you think back, like back in the days, when is the first time that you actually felt famous? You know what I mean? Because it takes a little bit of while for that ripple effect to hit, people to see the shows, and then there's that moment. So what was that moment for you?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I was like actually famous before I like. No, I'm not like bragging or anything, but it's just when you're 8 years old, you don't really know what fame really is. Like, you know that as an 8-year-old, you recognize SpongeBob or you recognize, certain people from television, but you don't categorize that with fame. So I was famous before I actually knew what like being a celebrity was. I was 8 years old, but I just remember the first time I really felt famous is when I tried to go to a public school in LA, and that did not work out.
Really?
Yeah, that did not work out. I just went there to do a walkthrough, and they told me that I was like, disrupting all the classes, and I had to leave. And I was like, I'm walking through to see if I want to go here. And then Disney was like, you're not going to school anyways. You got to go to school on set. You don't have time for that. But that was probably one of the craziest times, just really seeing so many people just chase me and grab me and pull me. And it was weird. That was back in the day when we signed autographs.
Right.
That was when I would walk in, and then as soon as I would walk in, I would just see a million pieces of paper just come to my face. I used to have paper cuts all over my face from kids, just like. But that was probably like the first time, like when I tried to go to the school to do a walkthrough, and I shut it down.
That's wild. Especially like when you're on these type of shows, and when you do them long enough, you realize that, hey, these chicks want to give you more than gum. You know what I mean? So
you feel me.
It's a vibe, man. So, you mentioned like, staying on the straight and narrow, having your family behind you. And I feel like that's very important. When you look at the dynamics that made other people not manage to stay clean, what was situations where you felt like you walked away from because like, hey, this ain't my vibe. And like, I know, what I'm saying, I know who I am in my heart. I don't need this. How many times have you been presented with those opportunities?
Oh man, countless times, more than I can count, more than I could even. This interview would need to be an hour and a half, 2 hours to recount all of them. But I feel like one of the main things people that get lost in the sauce, as I call it in Hollywood, is not having the ability to do what you just said. That's what happens. Like the same way, like, so I have that ability. So if you walk in and you're doing something, I've already witnessed everything that you could bring in to my life. I've already seen it done to the maximum. So it's easy for me to just walk away or say no or not participate. But a lot of times, if, I feel like what happens with other celebrities, if a bigger celebrity comes in and invites you to do something, you feel like, oh, I want to be friends with this big celebrity, so I need to adjust who I am to be cool enough to be friends with them. Right. And that start to lose themselves. It's just like, it's really like you just said, it's knowing who you are and staying true to yourself and just knowing when to walk away, man. It's just knowing when to walk away. That's all. Some people just, they feel like, oh, this is Hollywood. You only live once. But the thing is, you only live once. So
and it could be short if you don't watch how you play it. You know what I mean? Like, we've seen countless tales.
Live it right. Live it right.
No, that's brilliant, man. I love that. And because like, the class that you came from is such a lit group of kids when you think back, is there a group chat and who's all on it?
There used to be a group chat. The group chat's kind of fallen off now, but yeah, we used to have a group chat, especially at the Disney Channel games, man. Ooh, that group chat was lit.
Man, paint the picture for everybody who ain't fly enough to be privy to the combo. Who was all up in there?
Oh man, it was everybody. Everybody was on there. It was Miley, Efron, Dylan and Cole Sprouse, the Jonas Brothers. We were all like a big group of kids, man. We were all like a big group of kids that was just living life, And at that point, by Disney Channel games, we all knew we were famous. So it was just easier to hang out with each other because we already knew each other and grew up with each other. So we were just all a big gang, man. Disney gang back in the day. It was quite the memories, man. Quite the memories.
Who was the first to leave the chat? It was because that's a very exclusive group of people. You know what I'm saying? And the dope thing is you're part of that.
It skips group chats. Rayven will remove herself from every group chat, no matter who's in it. It could be Obama in there. She's like, I'm out.
Really?
Yeah, Rayven's a bad texter, FaceTimer, all that.
Oh, that's love right there. And like, you dabble in music, Rayven dabbles in music. Have you ever like freestyled with Rayven Symone? Like I got her to kick a freestyle one time. She came up on here and actually she was pretty nice, actually. Like,
Rayven is really talented, man. Rayven is really, really talented. I done kicked so many freestyles with Rayven. I done lost count. Me and Ray, like, you gotta understand, Rayven is my oldest friend. You know, like, I've known her longer than I've known anyone else in Hollywood. Everyone. So we've been through everything together.
that's what's up. So let's just say if there was like a rap battle, like URL style, right? And it was like,
oh, she getting smacked. I'm a smacker. If you heard, oh, she getting smacked.
Can you hit us with 8 bars, something light?
All right, let me give you my Rayven diss. Yeah, they call you Rayven. You can see the future, but all right, I gotta finish the rest of
it. She was ready. I don't know. We might have to punch it up a little bit.
I don't want to give away my bars. I want to shock her in the freestyle battle. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get to it though.
Yo, if they bring back that celebrity rap battle thing that Method Man was hosting, I don't know. That could be a fun vibe.
Bro, Rayven versus Corey is going down. I'm taking the dub though. No cap.
Okay, come through, Atlanta. All right, man. So, you know, I like how you pick your spots, man. You know, you worked, you did the shows, you fell back for a little bit, came back, almost won Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah, I did.
When you're done with an experience like that, do you hate dancing at that point? Because I heard they be putting the talent through it.
Yeah, I mean, we were doing like 12-hour rehearsal days. We would do 9-hour, 10 hours, 7 days a week. It was very rigorous, but I mean, don't accept something if you're not going to give it 110%. If you're not going to participate to the maximum of your abilities, just say no. So when I say yes to something, I give it 1,000,000%. So I actually enjoyed it because that was part of the process, you know, and you can't knock the process. So, you know, if I wanted to become a boxer and the process is running 12 miles a day, but in the end of it, you know, I put up a good fight and everyone's like, wow, you did a great job. You came a long way. Then, you know, you got to thank the process. So I don't mind Dancing with the Stars. I love it. I love dancing. If they wanted me to come back, I'd do it in a heartbeat, man. I love Dancing with the Stars.
Yo, you gave him that work, man. It was definitely a spectacle to see. Cause like, as a person who doesn't necessarily know about people's side hobbies, when like, you know, like when you read the lineup, like that person could dance for real. I've seen that person in a music video. This person's the winner. When you came back like week after week, crushing it, I was like, whoa. And just even watching the improvements, the subtle improvements that you made along the way, man. I was like, oh, sweat. Kyle Massey ain't over here. He ain't playing with these people, man, for real.
Yeah, give it 110%, man, but I appreciate it. Yeah, I got to second place. I remember the first episode, I was up for elimination. It was me and David Hasselhoff up for elimination. I was like, bruh, I'm about to lose to David Hasselhoff in the first week. And then they kicked off David Hasselhoff, and I was like, yo, they really let me stay.
You need a shirt that says, I hassled the Hoff. You know what I mean?
You feel me?
And it's you standing in front of Kit. You know what I mean? Like Knight Rider style. You know what I mean? Kyle Massey in the building. What do you do to woosah? How do you relax? Are you a gamer?
Yeah, I play video games. We play Fortnite all the time. You probably can see it in the back. We play Fortnite. I play golf a lot. You know, golf is very relaxing to me. Writing music is kind of like a therapy thing for me, man. Like, it just helps me get out what's on my mind. I be thinking a lot. So music is just kind of like, you know, some people have diaries and some people make music. You know, so that the music is my diary. But I would say between golf, you know, traveling and working, that's all I need.
Okay, let's unpack those 3 things real quick. So on the Fortnite tip, because it's such a well-oiled machine, how much money have you forked over to Fortnite every time they drop some new skin that, damn it, you don't need it, but yo, I want Snake Eyes.
Yeah, no, I done dropped the bag on Fortnite for sure. At least about $600 to $1,000 probably.
Woo! You got any kids?
No.
If you did, yeah, double or triple. Because I swear, every time they drop some new skin, I need Predator. You don't even know. You never even watched the movie. Why do you want Predator?
They're like, I need John Wick. I need Travis Scott.
The whole 9. Golf. You know, we just went through this terrible ordeal the other day with Tiger Woods. Have you ever had a chance to golf with him?
No. Well, you know, I actually used to do a lot of work with the Tiger Woods Foundation, just like helping kids and really just inspiring kids to play golf and really look to golf as an outlet, because I feel like a lot of people forget about golf. You know, they look at gaming, but they always forget about golf. So, you know, I just really used to help Tiger Woods Foundation just, you know, explain to kids about golf. But I'm praying for Tiger Woods. You know, his mother is so sweet, and just, you know, I just wish nothing but the best for him. He's always been super nice to my family and I. So I'm praying that he makes a speedy recovery and to see him out there win another championship and is the legend that he is.
Indeed, indeed. So, yo, man, Kyle Massey, I appreciate you giving this time to us on this beautiful day. The show is called Millennials. It's on the All Black Network, man. UMC is putting a lot of energy into it. They partnered with AMC to create something great. It's streaming officially February 25th. So if you see this after the fact, it's streaming right now. Are you dropping all the episodes at once, or are we getting it like one at a time?
You got to tune in to watch it.
Ah, what a salesman. Love it. What's the elevator pitch before you roll out, bro?
The elevator pitch is, it's a hilarious show, man. It is on All Black, but it's not only for Black people. It's by Black people for everyone. Make sure you guys check it out. It's comedy. You guys get to see me in a way that you've never seen me before. Talk about things that you've never heard me talk about ever on social media, on television, nothing. So if you guys are fans of things that I've done, if you guys are fans of comedy, if you guys are fans of laughing, you're going to enjoy the show. Millennials, tomorrow, AMC, All Black. Check it out.
My man, yo, Kyle Massey, continue your path of excellence. Appreciate you pulling up on us, man. God bless, man. Be sure you tap into Millennials, man. After Hours out.